Hey guys, Paul from Ashy Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of November 25th, and I just found that out. It was a mistake. Anyway, we're gonna get started right now. This episode brought to you by calendars on phones. You never know when you actually need one.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scowls. How are you? Good, maybe. Happy holidays and stuff happening. You guys relaxing, staying inside, being safe? Good. Let's talk about trades. We've got, first up, Conan, Battle for the Serpent Crown. This is a cool mini-series. Conan in the Marvel U interacting with, normal Marvel characters. Star Wars, Darth Vader, Volume 1. This is the newest Vader run. Really cool story. This is the one that takes place after Empire. Bounty Hunters, also really cool. Look at that Boba Fett, he's so cool. Needs more Dengar, I think is my only critique. Dengar is the best. Tell me in the comments section if you disagree, but Dengar is actually the best. Fight you if you disagree. I gotta fight everybody, Paul. I gotta fight the comment section now. Dengar's great. We have Sex Criminals. I believe this is the last volume. Yep. And we talked about the last issue a week or two ago. Very good stuff, very funny. Not for everybody. Very graphic, but fun stuff. Bang! This is also super good. We reviewed this. This is Matt Kindt. Matt Kindt, super good. That guy can do pretty much anything. I'm convinced. Firefly, Watch How I Soar! So tempted to throw the book. I know you don't like it when I throw the book, but it said, watch me soar. I won't do it. I never did Firefly. Maybe one day. You know what movie? Hold on, I'm going to go on a tirade. I never do this. You know what movie had, what's his name? Nathan Fillion or Jason Sudeikis? Which one is it? Never mind. Oz, the complete collection.
What?
I think it was. I don't think it was Nathan Fillion. I think it was the other one. I was confused them. I don't know why.
Really? They don't look alike.
Sure they do. Well, maybe I just got their names wrong.
What movie did you think it was?
I was watching Necessary Roughness. One of them's in there. Very young.
I think it's Fithian. Or Fillion.
I don't think it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Look, one of the two is in Necessary Roughness. And it's a Scott Bakula football movie. Everybody go watch it. Because I did. It was fun. Don't give me looks. Necessary Roughness for days. Oz, this is the Scotty Young drawn Wizard of Oz story. It's a weird week, Paul. Something is Killing the Children, Volume 2. Everybody loves this. Red hot book. Can't keep it in stocks. We got Gideon Falls, Volume 5? Yes, Volume 5. Another very weird book, but Lemire great. We have TMNT Jettka, which I reviewed a couple issues of that as well. Really good, because I jumped in not really knowing what was going on with her, and I liked it. Heroes in Crisis, finally here in regular trade format. Had been in hardcover for a while. Lois Lane, Enemy of the People. Bum, bum, bum. Read a little of this. Didn't keep with it, but I was enjoying it. It has kind of like a political slant, so I think you're either going to love it or not. It's kind of how that goes. The Question, The Deaths of Vic Sage. This was good. I enjoyed this. Very weird. Again, it's Lemire. But, super weird. Oh boy. Paul, look.
Uh-oh.
This mighty tome of D&D style things. Critical Role, Vox Machina, Origins. This is both the first and second trade compiled together. It's only $40 for this massive thing, which, you guessed it, you could kill a man with. So be careful. This is actually super awesome for that price. And that is it for trades. Let's move on. We have the previews, Paul. Want to do the Marvel one first?
Sure.
Tell me when to stop, Paul.
Stop.
We have the Stormbreaker. What? Let's talk about all these cool artists. Look at them all. They're so cool. There's a lot of really good new artists, and a lot of them you're going to start seeing on your variant covers this week. Really cool stuff. I'm glad that you stopped at something to talk about.
Dude, the Kitty Pryde one was beautiful.
Kitty Pryde one's good. I don't remember which one that was. No, I don't remember which person it was, though. It's on X-Men.
Yeah, I don't know who it was either.
Hey, tell me when to stop.
Stop. Ooh, man, that went far.
Yeah, Valiant. Bloodshot. Still going, still a thing. Bloodshot happens, like, all the time. That's my way of saying I haven't been following Bloodshot.
Alright, guys. You've made it to the triumphant end. I'm never going to talk about Exo Swords after this week.
Yay!
Or at least, I don't know. I might have to.
Boo!
But First, we have X-Men issue number 15. It is Apocalypse versus his wife.
Lady Apocalypse?
Yes.
Ooh.
And it is going to be what will be the last fight in this duel. They are tied, and we have to see who wins. So, grab it.
All right, first up, we got Scumbag, issue 2 from Image. Just wanted to see if I still was digging this. It's a very strange book. Has to do with a very, very low-life person who's quite into drugs and terrible things and thieving and lovemaking, and just he's just terrible. He's just not good. And he has the power to save the world because reasons. It's Remender. I love Remender. He can get weird. He can get weird with the best of them. And he sure does. But I gotta tell you, the art is so good. The art throughout this book by Andrew Robinson is fantastic. And it's just, like, the angles and the way he chooses to draw all the characters, super fun. This one, you get a reveal of the bad guys. You get to learn a little bit about them. You get an idea of their plot, but it seems super silly, so there's got to be more to it. It is definitely, I think, trying to make a point about certain people. Real people, maybe? I have a feeling. But this is an interesting book, and I think you should check it out.
Next up, we had Excalibur issue number 15. Oh no, they lost. Because we're still fighting. So, the straightforward fight that was supposed to be a straightforward fight did not become a straightforward fight. And, yes, things are just going bad. And, Ameth decides that she is going to call everyone. And it becomes this one huge fight as to what is going to happen to decide everything at this point. Grab it if you want.
Next up, we've got Usagi Yojimbo, Wanderer's Road number 1. I love Usagi Yojimbo. I love Stan Sakai. I just picked this up because it's a new Usagi Yojimbo. I didn't know a thing about it. It is the origin of how he gets his dog lizard companion. It's essentially treated like his dog, Spot. And it's the origin story of that. And I don't know if that's been told before or not, but I enjoyed it. And I assume it's going to continue with, you know, like a story from his past. Kind of him as a younger Ronin, maybe. But the story was super good, and there's a lot of fun things that happen. There's a lot of bad things that happen. It's a conflict, after all. There's a great cameo by some cartoon strip classic characters, which I loved. It made me chuckle out loud, and Paul looked at me like, what? That rabbit's not funny? And he's right. It's not Bugs Bunny, I hear you. But yeah, this book's great. If you like Usagi Yojimbo, you should read it. It's good. And if you've never read Usagi Yojimbo, check this out, because it'll give you an idea of the tone and what it's about. It's good. It's a samurai rabbit. What else do you need?
Next up, we have X of Swords, Destruction. This is the end of the series.
Yay!
And I'm not quite sure how to take it. It had such great build-up. And by build-up, I mean like the first 15 issues of this were literally just finding swords and the build-up to everything. And then just 3 or 4 issues of completely rushed storytelling. Complete with loss and things like that. And this is Scott leading literally all the X-Men to Otherworld to finish the battle and find out who the victors of this are. And everything's not clear. This is not a very neatly tied together story that has a definitive end. However, it does create enough question marks for you to care about the storylines going forward between the X-Men. I think actually mostly Excalibur. Like, Excalibur has way more question marks than everything else. The X-Men storyline should be interesting moving forward. The Marauders, not too terribly much is going to be happening between them. There's more than enough in that book to continue on. But at least there's something here that whatever storyline you tend to follow, there's something for you to kind of grip onto. So while I will say that was somewhat of a disappointing ending because it just felt so rushed in the middle, it kind of stuck the landing. if there is a landing to be stuck. I'm not largely satisfied. The art was great. Art was fantastic. And the writing, even though I felt that the storyline was kind of rushed, still had something there, and it was still a spectacle. It was still something to check out. But having read all these issues, I don't know how far I would take it. I had a much more rosy outlook on Empire. I don't know if I have as big an outlook on the X of Swords. Could be. But I mean, I think at this point, only the most diehard X-Men fans should be checking out this series. It is what it is.
All right, guys, time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you know what it is?
No, I never do.
Nah, I know you don't. It's I Walk with Monsters from Vault Comics. I Walk with Monsters is a story of a girl who her brother was taken when she was young, and she's not sure where he went. He went with someone, and he never came back. It's a very weird story. But she is basically using herself as bait to find terrible people. She's trying to hunt down the person she will remember him when she sees him, who essentially has her brother. And it's a very weird story, but she has a companion who turns into a monster and just basically destroys everybody. So, weird story, fun story, if you like eviscerating people. It's a dark monster story. Vault Comics is killing it, so definitely check this out.
What is my pick of the week? It is Batman White Knight presents Harley Quinn. This has been an amazing series. Harley Quinn, or this version of Harley Quinn, was introduced in the first White Knight series and was a very compelling character. It was one of those people that you really wanted to see what was going on. And in this world, we get to see a lot of the regrets and a lot of things Harley has to go through as we learn how that world's Joker became the Joker and what hand she had in it. While at the same time still trying to figure out who is the new murderer trying to create crime in what is now a largely crimeless Gotham for the first time ever. So it's very important for them to stamp things out because they don't want Gotham to regress, even though they've come so far without losing so much in the previous series that they don't want to go and backslide any further because all those losses will be kind of useless. So it's a really interesting series. The art is beautiful in here. The storytelling is awesome. Learning a different part of the Joker and just really making you feel for the characters is definitely what brings it to this series. So you should definitely grab this. And also, if you haven't already started, grab the first one because this is a really good read.
That's it. It's the end of the video. You did it. You made it to the end. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a good time. Be safe. Be with your family if you can. If you can't, just, call them. Be friendly with them. Say Happy Thanksgiving. The little things go a far, far way, especially right now during the pandemic. And, wow, that was really nice coming from me. I don't know about that. That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. All right, well.
Who are you?
I don't know. But yeah, have a good one. We'll catch you next week.